Welcome to Conestee Park here in Greenville, South Carolina, the home opener for the Bruins baseball team for the 2022 season. About to get underway as the team welcomes Milligan University for a 3-game series. We'll get first pitch going right at about 6 o'clock. Stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conestee Park, home of the Bob Jones University Bruins. Today's game features the Milligan University Buffaloes and your Bob Jones University Bruins. At this time, we ask that you please stand for a word of prayer followed by our national anthem. Father God, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for allowing us to worship you through the avenue of sports. We thank you for allowing everyone to travel here safely today, and we ask for the continuing safety of all of our athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators during this event. May we worship you in everything we do. In Jesus' name, amen. And now it's time for your starting lineups. First for the Buffaloes. Number 8, Morello. Number 7, Guzman. Number 17, Green. Number 18, Spano. Number 11, Hall. Number 6, Jones. Number 9, Mateus. Number 2, Davis. Number 1, Salcedo. And number 46, pitching, Beal.
It's growl time.
And now it's time for your Bob Jones University Bruins starting lineup. Batting first and playing left field, number 2, Zay Brandt. Batting second and playing right field, number 36, Colby Hogan. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 9, Conley Burke. Batting fourth, your designated hitter, number 14, Zach Burke. Batting fifth, behind the plate, number 12, Daniel Barcina. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 41, Tyler Pearson. Batting seventh, playing center field, number 5, Riley Ramsay. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 1, Chad Bain. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 29, Daniel Wood. And on the mound for the Bruins, number 24, Henry Wallach. The Bruins are coached by Brent Castile, and he is assisted by Kyle Morrison and Jim Rollipo. Don't know if I said that right at all. Rollipo? Sorry, I'll get it next. I got it right next time. I didn't really look at them before.
We are getting ready to go here. The 2022 season is upon us here at Bob Jones University. And your BJU Bruins opening up with a 3-game series here at home. Team was supposed to kick off the 2022 campaign on Tuesday at St. Andrews University, but that got rained out. So the Bruins opening things up here at Conestee Park in Greenville, South Carolina. Just the second season of intercollegiate baseball for Bob Jones University. And as I said, they will be taking on Milligan University. And Milligan University coming into this one already with a lot of games under their belt for this 2022 season. They're 6-3 so far in this campaign. You heard the starting lineups just a moment ago. And again, we are ready to get things going here. Second baseman Morello, number 8 for the Buffaloes. Going to start things off. Henry Wallach getting the nod on the mound for BJU to start this 2022 season. Of course, he did last year as well, pitched the inaugural game for the BJU Bruins. What a memorable day that was in the doubleheader against Montreat College. Of course, the Bruins falling in both of those opening games and really rode the growing pains of an inaugural season as they had to battle through a very difficult schedule, but turned the corner towards the late stages of the season, got to the regional tournament, and pulled the upset as the team went on to defeat Kansas Christian College. Yeah, but Cinderella, the clock would strike midnight as the Bruins eventually fell in the regional tournament to end their season. But Coach Castile recruiting hard this offseason, and the Bruins got a lot of depth coming into the lineup here. Morello is able to single it up the middle, and that's going to get things started here for Milligan University. Again, that one left up a little bit. I know Henry wants that one back, but that'll bring up the left fielder, number 7, Guzman. Wallach working out of the stretch early. First pitch underway. A chopper towards the third base side, and that's going to find its way through. So the Buffaloes have been able to get 2 on here in the early stages. Top of the first inning here in Conestee Park. We will play a full 9 innings here tonight. Doubleheader tomorrow here at Conestee. Would welcome you out if you're in the Greenville area. It is free admission all season long, so make your plans to join us out here at Conestee. Always a great atmosphere out here. Concessions are great on Saturdays. And always enjoy this beautiful ballpark. That one, ball inside. Center fielder number 17, Green, is up for the Buffaloes now. We're going to read through some new faces here for your BJU Bruins. And some familiar ones as well. If you watched any of the games last year, this one ripped down the line, and that one pulled foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the top of the first, still no outs. Back-to-back singles. Wallach having to kind of work out of a jam here early. This one ripped towards right field. That's going to drift into foul territory. It is way out of the ballpark, but probably about 20 feet to the right of that right field flagpole. That'll move the count to 1-2. Runners take their lead on first and second. Bruins just hoping to get an out here. This one popped up. Should be close to an infield fly. It will be. Burke settles under it and is able to pull it in for the out, and that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Hall, the right fielder. Or Spano, excuse me. Tyler's always keeping me in check here.
Now batting number 18, Spano.
Still runners on first and second. That's 1 out now. And if you're a pitcher, you know that first out is sometimes the hardest one to get. Let's see what Wallach can do here out of the stretch. This one ripped in between the gap and between third and short. Brandt going to try to rifle it home. That one cut off by the third baseman, and that's going to be our first run of the ball game. Bruins trailing 1-0 early on.
Now batting number 11, Hall.
Still runners on first and second here. 1 out in the first inning. Henry Wallach continues to try to work out of this jam. That fastball inside and high. Count is 1-0. Again, you could follow your Bruins action anytime at bjubruins.com. See all the games coming up. The Bruins baseball schedule, if you check it out online. A very big homestand right in the middle of the schedule, where I believe they have somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 to 10 games in a row at home. And then a whole bunch of road games to close out the regular season. So a slew of games that you can make it out here to Conestee Park. As this one ripped towards center field, Riley Ramsay takes a few steps back. He's going to settle under it. And runner is going to tag from second to third, but that'll be the second out of the inning. Riley Ramsay, what a campaign he had for the Bruins last year.
Number 6, Jones.
He's a familiar face for your Bruins out in center field. Runners on first and third now. 2 outs. Here in the top of the first. This one fouled off. Wallach working out of the stretch again on the 0-1. That one down and outside. Evens the count 1-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Our score 1-0 here The Buffaloes jumping out on top early, back-to-back singles, and eventually the runner coming around to score. That one breaking to the outside. Wallach hoping to get Jones to chase on the outside there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. This one chopped towards second base. And securing it over to first in time. Got him, and that will do it for the top of the first. Buffaloes get 1 on the board. Bruins coming up here in the bottom of the first. Stay with us.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 2, Zach Burke.
Isaiah Brandt getting things going here for the Bruins in the bottom of the first. They trail 1-0. Milligan able to get 1 on the board in the top of the first. They started out with a couple of singles. And I will say, though, good job by the Bruins defense to work out of that inning. One thing that we saw the team struggle with at times last year was digging themselves a hole and then not really able to get out of it. And a hole would turn into 4, 5, 6 runs sometimes in an inning. But, you know, a lot of the guys on the lineup this year have that year of baseball now under their belt. And we'll look to build on the momentum from that first season. Isaiah Brandt, one of those, had a couple of really spectacular plays out in left field for the Bruins last season. This one going to be outside and high, so 4 pitches, and Brandt is on board with a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up Colby Hogan, right fielder for BJU. It's going to be low and outside. 1-0 on Hogan as Brandt opened the inning with a walk. This one low once again. Beal having a little bit of trouble getting under control here. He definitely has the velocity from a pitching standpoint. Of course, we don't have a radar gun out there, but I would very much gauge 84 to 85, probably around somewhere around there. But thus far, 6 straight balls to open Hogan steps back in the batter's box. And this one outside once again. Make it 3-0 now. You got to think that Hogan's going to be holding off on this one. Brandt still takes his lead at first. And now Beal keeping Brandt honest on that first base side. And I think we have a glove switch here. First baseman immediately after catching that signaled that something was up with his glove, and Spano signaling to the dugout to get a new one. And we'll be back underway here. 3-0 count. Bruins have a runner on first. Bottom of the first here with no out. Hogan at the plate. And finally, Beal able to find the strike zone. Hogan wisely taking that pitch. 3-1 now is the count. Outside and high. And that'll put 2 aboard for the Bruins. And it'll bring up shortstop Conley Burke.
Now batting number 9, Conley Burke.
Conley Burke, shortstop for the Bruins. One of the anchors defensively for the Bruins in the lineup last year. And he's actually a 2-sport athlete as well. Plays on the soccer team as well. And, of course, the soccer team this last fall capturing their second program national championship at the Division II level for the NCCAA. Conley was one of the guys honored in our ring and banner ceremony the other night after the men's basketball game. And now he can turn his attention to the baseball season. He and his brother Zach very much and we have couldn't really hear what the umpire was saying. Some kind of warning to the pitcher. I believe it's just taking too long in between pitches. This one going to find its way through, and that'll advance the runners. One thing about Conestee Park is the very deep backstop that is behind the catcher, and Bruins know that all too well. As if you're a catcher, Conestee keeps you honest. Because if you don't block that ball, it's about 25 feet back to the backstop. We have even seen cases last year of runners going from second to home, depending on the bounce. That does advance the runners. 2 balls, 1 strike now as Burke stays ahead in the count. That's the first strike of the at-bat. The DH, Zach Burke, his brother, on deck. Followed by Barcina. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. That is going to be another strike. Outside a little low. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners take their lead at second and third. And we're going to have a balk. So that'll bring in the run and even the score at 1-1 on the balk. Count is still 2-2. Coach coming out for a pitcher's meeting here, and we'll take a short break. That's going to be a swinging strike for Conley Burke, so the coaches meeting paying off as Beal able to come back with the off-speed pitch, and down goes Conley Burke for the first out of the inning. The score
Number
is
14,
tied at
Zach
1-1
Burke.
following the balk, which sent Isaiah Brandt home. This will bring up Zach Burke, designated hitter. And it's going to be an outside corner breaking ball. Beal is starting to find his rhythm here. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Right down Broadway that time. Moves to 0-2. 1 out. And Burke has fallen behind early. Still Hogan on third base. This one low and outside. And a good job that time keeping it in front of him was Davis. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bruins have Hogan on third and Burke at the plate. Breaking ball outside and high evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barcina on deck. And swinging strike. Got Burke to chase upstairs. Second out of the inning. And now Daniel Barcina, the lefty, will come up for the Bruins, the catcher for BJU.
Now batting, number 12, Daniel Barcina.
That is going to be right down the middle of the plate once again, strike 1. So after a slow start from Beal to begin this bottom of the first inning, the last 3 batters he has begun to find his groove. And that's going to be a strike as well. I thought that was a little inside and a little high, but as Coach Castile just said, hey, you got to be ready. It's in the wheelhouse. 0-2 pitch. And Barcina chops it towards third. Third baseman fields it over to first in time. And that'll do it for the first. Our score at the end of 1, Bruins 1, Buffaloes 1.
Registration for Bruins sports camps is now live for the summer of 2022. Train with Bruins players and learn from our coaches the skills to help you improve your game. Information is available now at bjubruins.com/camps. Now batting, number 9, Mateus.
Top of the second inning here as Mateus rips this one down the third base line, but far into foul territory. It's 1-1 here at Conestee Park. Season opener for your BJU Bruins. Meanwhile, Milligan University is pretty familiar with the 2022 season already. Already played 9 games so far. And they rest at 6-3 coming into this one. First of 3 games this weekend for BJU. Of course, 9-inning game tonight, and then back-to-back doubleheader tomorrow, 2 7-inning games. That one lined to left, and that will be Brandt settling under it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 2, Davis.
Wallach gets ahead in the count with this at-bat. And it's a good job by Barcina that time to double-check, as the check swing did, in fact, go. Davis is quickly down 0-2 with 1 out here in the top of the second. This one, a soft fly ball, but Hogan will settle under it. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Salcedo coming up now, the third baseman for the Buffaloes.
Salcedo.
Bruins hoping they can go 1-2-3 and make quick work. And the bunt did go, so that's strike 1. This one hit towards shortstop. Conley Burke fields it cleanly. Over to first in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Bruins. We head to the bottom of the second. Our score is tied at 1-1.
Fans, just a quick reminder for you. If there are any foul balls that need to be retrieved, please help us out and bring them to one of the 2 team dugouts whenever that may occur. Thank you very much. Now batting, number 41, Tyler Pearson.
Bottom of the second inning here at Conestee Park. 1-1 is our score. Johnny Gambert bringing you the action here. Season opener for your BJU Bruins as they begin the 2022 season with a 3-game stand here at home against Milligan University. Milligan struck first in the top of the first. Bruins evened it in the bottom of the first, and that's been our score so far, 1-1. This will bring up Tyler Pearson, the first baseman for the Bruins, another new face in the lineup for BJU this year. And you got Ramsay on deck. Swinging strike, make it 1-2 strikes. Beal on the mound for the Buffaloes. He had a little bit of a rough start in the bottom of the first inning, but found his rhythm as he punched out 1, 2, and 3 and keeps it going here. As he strikes out Pearson, and that'll bring up center fielder Riley Ramsay.
Now batting, number 5, Riley Ramsay.
Two balls, no strikes on Ramsay, and first strike of the at-bat. As Ramsay cutting at that one, still one out here in the bottom of the second. Of course, if you're unfamiliar with the college game, in these standalone games, we play a full 9. Tomorrow it'll be 2 7-inning games. We'll get underway. Game 2, 12:30 here at Conestee Park. And I will tell you, fans, it is supposed to be 70 degrees tomorrow, with bright blue skies. If you're looking for something to do on the weekend, it is a beautiful day to get out here to Conestee Park. Free admission all season long. Make your plans to bring the family and come out and enjoy some great food here at Conestee. We always have a great concession stand going. And see some
batting,
Bruins
number
baseball.
1,
They'll have
Chad
games 2 and 3
Bain.
series against Milligan University. And this is Chad Bain getting his first at-bat for the Bruins. And Beal coming back. Great breaking ball that time to begin the at-bat. As that one dropped right into the strike zone as he gets ahead in the count 0-1. That one fouled off, make it 0-2 now. So, again, after the early struggles in the first inning, Beal has found his rhythm on the mound as he closed out the bottom of the first strong. And then has done the same here in the second inning. This one chopped towards first base. First baseman will field it, and that'll be the end of the second. Our score 1-1 here at Conestee. We'll go to the third.
Now batting, number 8, Morello.
Wallach begins his third inning of work here. Our score 1-1 here at Conestee Park. And that one called a strike on the outside corner. We are back to the top of the lineup here as Morello skying this one to right field. Hogan able to chase it down for out number 1.
Now batting, number 7, Guzman.
That'll bring up Guzman, the left fielder for the Buffaloes. He was able to get the second single of the first inning for Milligan. This one bunted towards the third base side. It's going to roll right into foul territory. No balls, one strike, one out here in the top of the third. Wallach finding that outside corner once again. No ball and two strikes now with one out here in the third. Our score 1-1 here at Conestee. Low and outside, trying to get Guzman to chase on that outside corner as he was ahead in the count 0-2. Make it now 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one ripped towards foul territory. It's going to find its way out of the stadium into the trees on that far side. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans, please make sure to return those foul balls to the dugouts. Thank you.
And it's going to be outside once again. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Wallach had to work out of a jam that first inning. This one ripped hard to the left field side. And that's going to be well out of the stadium, but well foul as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes it remains here in the top of the third. And that's going to go inside, and it's going to hit Guzman on the arm. So that'll send Guzman to first, and unfortunate, the ball kind of got away from Wallach that time as he had Guzman at a 2-2 count and kind of had him right where he wanted him.
Green.
And that'll bring up the center fielder, Green, for Milligan. Guzman will take his lead at first. 1 out here in the top of the third. And Wallach quickly over to first base. Runner begins to break, but then stopped, so that one going to be fouled down the first base side. This one fouled off once again. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And a runner on first. Wallach with a quick whip over to first. And very nearly had Guzman leaning the other way. So good job by Henry Wallach that time to keep that runner on first honest. This one fouled back behind home plate. Going to be no balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. And again, our score 1-1 here in the top of the third. Barcina rifling it down to second, and unfortunately going to find its way all the way through. Ramsay there on the cover, firing it over to third, but Guzman is able to pick up the extra base. So that is going to advance Guzman to third on the throwing error. And a 2-2 pitch going to get past Barcina, and unfortunately that's going to score the runner from third on the pass ball. And that'll make it 2-1 here at Conestee Park. That's going to be right back at Wallach. He'll fire it over to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 18, Spano.
We have 2 outs here in the top of the third. This one ripped towards shortstop. Conley Burke able to field cleanly over to first. And they're saying he came off. Pearson
now batting
had to make a stretch on that one, but I thought he got the tag down, even though he did come off. So that keeps the inning alive for Milligan. This one popped up. Second baseman settles under it, and that will end the inning. Milligan able to get one. We go into the bottom of the third. Our score 2-1.
Upstate Granite Solutions is a proud partner of your Bob Jones University Bruins. With over 100 years of industry experience, Upstate Granite Solutions tailors their services to help with each individual project. Check them out online at upstategranitesolutions.com.
We're going to begin the bottom of the third inning here as your BJU Bruins, Daniel Wood, the second baseman.
Batting number 29, Daniel Wood.
Coming up for BJU, Beal continues his work on the mound as that one fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll go ahead and say it. We are aware of the score bug issue. Last year when we had this video software out here, it literally just showed the scoreboard of just the score of 2-1 or whatever, so there was no little out or count or inning or anything like that. So I will try my best to keep you up to date, so keep your volume up in terms of the outs and the innings and the count. The count now moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that curveball going to find its way right into the middle. Nice breaking ball that time by Beal.
Now batting number 2, Zach Burke.
That one going to be outside. 1 ball, no strikes. That's going to be a strike. Now is 1-on-1 with one out here in the third. That breaking ball by Beal once again starting to work to perfection. Again, he had a pretty slow start to begin the game as he walked the first two batters on 4 straight pitches. And since that time, he has come back in dominating fashion with strikeout after strikeout as he gets Brandt to go swinging
number
as
36,
well.
Colby Hogan.
The right fielder, next up for the Bruins. This one chopped. Going to be a difficult play. Hogan digging it out, and he's going to get there. Colby Hogan starting the Bruins off with a single. And that'll bring Conley Burke to the plate. Burke, the shortstop, he struck out last time up. This one going to find its way past the catcher. And so that'll allow Hogan to get to second. This one low. This one low and outside once again. Make it 3 balls and no strikes here with 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Hogan on second. Conley Burke at the plate. He's got Zach Burke on deck. It's going to be an outside corner strike as Beal comes back. 3 balls and 1 strike. Finding that outside corner once again. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the bottom of the third, Hogan on second. Chopper towards short. Fielded cleanly over to first base in time, and that'll do it for the Bruins in the bottom of the third. We go to the fourth. Milligan on top, 2-1.
Now batting number 6, Jones.
Top of the fourth here at Conestee, our score 2-1. Milligan on top. And this will bring up the designated hitter, Jones. That one going to find the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the top of the fourth. Two balls and 1 strike now. This one hit towards the third base side. Over to first in time. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 9, Mateus.
One tried to go from the outside, and it's going to miss that outside corner. This one ripped towards left field. Going to be a difficult play for Brandt, but he is able to get to the warning track right by that foul pole, and he's able to secure it. Second out of the inning. Good job by Isaiah Brandt to
batting number 2, Davis.
be able to secure it that time. As we quickly have 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
Fireworks game. Like a big carnival. It's crazy. That would be cool. That would be have fireworks shoot out of the field. If I throw a rock at it, does it count? That's not nice. It's so funny. I've actually since I worked for all of my friends would
This one hit right back up the middle. Going to be a difficult play. It is knocked down by Hogan, but he was not able to make a play on it.
Now batting number 1, Salcedo.
but like they all work, so like whenever I was on deck to bat where they'd be just not free, and every once in a while I'd be like, Tyler, think it'd be a big spot, like let's play the game, we're tied, and they'd be like, Tyler, please hit it, I want to go home. I'd be like, all right, and I wouldn't. Sometimes.
We have a conference now between the umpire and the coach. I am not sure what the conferring is. And we're actually going to have a pinch runner here.
Pinch runner for the catcher. That's a courtesy run.
This one fouled off behind the plate, 0-1. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. It's a pickoff. This one's going to dribble towards first base. Wallach fields it cleanly over to first in time. And that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Our score 2-1 here at Conestee.
With southern roots and a southwest flavor, Barberitos is founded on freshness. Barberitos has 3 locations close to Bob Jones, and each location provides great food at an affordable price. Download the Barberitos app to earn points. Barberitos, food, community, people.
Zach Burke will start.
Now batting, number 14, Zach Burke.
It's going to be high and inside, ball 1. Burke struck out swinging his last time up. It's going to be low and outside, but called a strike anyway. Felt like that was a little out of the strike zone, but the referee, or the umpire, excuse me, been calling basketball for too long. The umpire thinking differently. Burke not able to hold back his swing that time. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now. It's going to be low, but a good job that time by Davis to keep it in front. Beal entering his 4th inning of work here. And as I said before, after a little bit of a rough start in the first inning, has come back pretty strong after that. Now Burke going to call time here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's going to be on that outside corner. Strike 3 called. And Burke will be struck out for the 2nd time today. And it's the first out of the inning
Now
here in the
batting
fourth.
number 12, Daniel Barcina.
Swinging strike by Barcina that time. 1 ball and 1 strike. A good strike 2 on that outside corner. Again, Beal very effective with that breaking ball. That time he finds that outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Comes right back, and again, the off-speed pitch. This time he gets him. And that moves to 2 outs pretty quickly here, and that'll bring up Tyler Pearson, the first base.
Now batting number 41, Tyler Pearson.
Two outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Bruins have gone a little stagnant from an offensive perspective. As I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, though, the team playing their first game of the 2022 season. Meanwhile, for Milligan, this is game number 10 for them on the year already. They are 6-3 coming into this one. Yeah, that's going to be a swinging strike, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the fifth. Bruins trailing 2-1. Stay with us.
Now batting number 8, Morello.
Top of the fifth here at Conestee Park. Bruins trailing 2-1 here in the season opener. As Wallach starts off the inning with a strike. This one a rope to center field. Ramsay takes a few steps back and secures the first out of the inning. I want to remind you, registration for Bruins sports camps is open for this summer. You'll find that information online at bjubruins.com/camps. Had over 1,000 campers last summer, and don't miss your opportunity to train with our Bruins players and coaches. Again, that's bjubruins.com/camps.
Now batting number 7, Guzman.
Guzman up now for the Buffaloes. Wallach continues to work. Off-speed pitch, again finding that outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now. This one chopped towards shortstop. Burke going to have to field it fast, and that time getting away from him. So the runner will be aboard. It was going to be a tough play on it anyways for Conley Burke, as it was a slow chopper and just past Henry Wallach.
Now batting number 17, Green.
So that puts a runner aboard on first with as a sky-high pop fly into right center field. Ramsay is under it, and he's able to corral it for out number 2. So Green, the center fielder, is down, and now Spano will take his turn. Wallach comes back with a breaking ball for strike 1. Inside ball, 1 ball, 1 strike.
18, Spano.
That's going to be another called strike. Foul down the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one outside and high now.
They always were like underpaid. I preferred other things to it, but still sad. Yeah, but like for some reason, Easter things, I didn't even look this one.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wallach here in the top of the 5th, trying to end this inning.
I mean, I haven't just eaten straight tomatoes. Quite a while. Yeah.
Low and outside, making full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away. This one hit towards third base. Tough angle. Brandt back across. And that will be a safe play at third. And the runner will also go to second for a double. So 2 outs and a 2-out double from Guzman.
11, Hall.
Or excuse me, Spano. And that'll bring up Hall with runners on second and third, 2 out here in the 5th. Bruins have been able to work out of these jams a couple of times this game, as this one fouled off to begin the at-bat. Outside once again, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 2 outs. See if Wallach can get out of the inning.
That last pitch was off. Probably fastball. We're trying to make him chase.
Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one ripped in the hole between short and third. That's going to score 1. Brandt bobbles it towards home, and the throw in time. And that's going to get Spano on the slide. But unfortunately, the Buffs able to get one home. Our score 3-1 going into the bottom of the 5th.
Red Elm Landscaping is one company that handles all your property needs, from landscape and outdoor living to home care. Red Elm provides quality services that keeps you covered year-round. Give them a call today at 864-365-6565 or go online at red-elm.com. Now batting, number 5, Riley Ramsay.
Bottom of the 5th here at Conestee Park. Riley Ramsay will get things going for the Bruins. Beal continuing to be very effective for the Buffaloes in this game. And that's strike 2 now. Ramsay falls behind in the count, 0-2. And it's going to be another called strike and another strikeout. And again, Beal just...
Now batting,
really
number 1, Chad Bain.
As that brings up Chad Bain for the Bruins. Chop towards the first base side. It's going to be foul. It's going to be low that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chop towards short. Fielded cleanly over to first in time. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 29, Daniel Wood.
I don't have the official stats here in front of me, but I got to think the Bruins maybe only have 1 or 2 hits in this game, as Beal has just been tremendous on the mound for the Buffaloes. That first pitch is going to be low. It falls behind in the count 1-0. High and outside. Now make it 2-0. Swinging strike that time, as Wood gets his first strike of the at-bat. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Swinging strike once again. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Beal out of the stretch. Strike 3 on the swing. And we're going to actually have a foul ball. I didn't think that Wood made contact, but umpire says it was tipped. So it'll stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beal coming back. Off-speed pitch on the outside. Looked like a changeup that time. It'll move the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a swinging strike. As Wood goes down on strikes, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 6th. The Bruins trailing 3-1.
Now batting, number 6, Jones.
Top of the 6th, first pitch is hit towards center field. Ramsay able to settle under it, and that is out number 1. Here in the 6th. Again, the Bruins have done a decent job defensively in this game. But they have got to get the bats going if they want to get back in this one. And again, though, as I've said several times on the broadcast, this is just the first game for the Bruins of the 2022 season. They were supposed to open the season on Tuesday, and the game got rained out Grounder to second base, and that one's settled by Bain, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So the Bruins get 2 quick ones.
Now batting number 2, Davis.
We'll bring up Davis for the Buffaloes. Off-speed pitch finds that outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. It's going to be hit right back up the middle. That went off. Bain able to settle over to first in time. Great play that time by Chad Bain to pick up the deflection. And he puts out the Buffaloes as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Our score is still 3-1.
Chick-fil-A of Taylors is a proud partner of your Bob Jones University Bruins. Chick-fil-A of Taylors is located just a few miles from Bob Jones on Wade Hampton. Check them out today.
Bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 2, Zay Brandt.
Isaiah Brandt will lead things off for the Bruins. Chopped towards second base. He goes after the first pitch. And 1 pitch, 1 out for the Bruins here in the bottom of the 6th. And again, the Bruins have struggled out of the gate here with their bats. Our score 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Beal comes right back with an inside strike. Colby Hogan was responsible for the lone run for the Bruins in this game. This one low and outside. It'll find its way past the catcher to the backstop, but obviously with no runners aboard, no problem. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Hogan didn't go that time. Three balls, 1 strike. That's going to be a foul ball off of Hogan before it went out into fair territory. It'll be a full count here. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch. Swinging strike. And Hogan goes down on strikes. Conley Burke now will take his reps. Burke.
Now batting, number 9, Conley Burke.
But thus far, he and his fellow teammates just have not been able to get going from the batting perspective. I believe maybe 1 or 2 hits on the day for the Bruins. Again, that breaking ball hitting that inside corner. Beal has great command over that off-speed pitch. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the 6th. And it's going to be a called strike on the inside corner. And so Beal once again making quick work of the Bruins. We go to the 7th. Bruins trail 3-1.
Now batting number 1, Salcedo.
Begin the top of the 7th. Henry Wallach still on the mound for the Bruins as they trail 3-1 here in the season opener against Milligan University. This one roped towards center field. Ramsay able to get under it, and Riley Ramsay with another out. And it's the first out of the inning.
Batting number 8
here in the 7th. Bruins were able to answer back in the first inning and tie the game at 1-1, but since that time have been silent offensively. And Milligan has been able to just slowly chip away and build their lead to 3-1. Good job that time by Conley Burke to chase down the ball in the gap, but would have been a tremendous play to turn around and rifle him out at first base. So it'll be an infield single. As Guzman coming up now.
Now batting number 7, Guzman.
And the dropped ball is going to allow Morello to go to second. One ball, one strike now. Right down the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Off-speed pitch ripped down the third base line and right at the third baseman.
Now batting number 17, Green.
But yeah, bullpen for sure. Because if I ever see Hanzo Robles come to the game in the 8th inning again, I'm going to have a set.
Great awareness that time by Wood in the hot corner, and that's why they call it the hot corner right there.
He was like a good inning eater. Yeah, he stayed healthy and he could, one of my buddies who was when E-Rod was getting a lot of innings.
Ripped down the first base line. That's going to drift foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now that the sun is down, the temperature has started to drop as well. It was a very nice mid to upper 60s. And my Apple Watch says 61, but I don't believe that. I think it's probably closer to mid to low 50s now. Still a decent temperature to start the 2022 season. We've had some cold weather the last couple of weeks. And a lot of rain here in Greenville the last couple of weeks as well. I want to remind you this is game 1 of a 3-game series against Milligan University. Doubleheader tomorrow with the first pitch of game 2 getting underway at 12:30 right here at Conestee Park. That flyout will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-1 our score.
Cambria Hotel of Greenville is the official hotel of your Bob Jones University Bruins. Located just off Woodruff Road, Cambria is a brand new hotel offering great amenities and a beautiful facility. Book your next stay online at choicehotels.com. Now batting, number 14, Zach Burke.
Zach Burke will begin the bottom of the 7th for the Bruins, and the Bruins just hoping to get something going offensively, as Beal has been tremendous on the mound for Milligan. Again, he started the game with back-to-back walks, and it looked like he was really struggling with control. And since that time, since that first inning, he has been just absolutely masterful for Milligan, and the Bruins have just not been able to find an answer. Two balls and 1 strike here in the bottom of the 7th. It was 1-0 Milligan, then 1-1 in the bottom of the 1st, and then Milligan has added 2 more since then. Swinging strike that time by Zach Burke. This one fouled off. This one high. Swinging strike, and that gets Burke on the full count, first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 12, Daniel Barcina.
Barcina coming up for the Bruins with one out here in the bottom of the 7th. Barcina ropes it towards second base, and it's going to find its way through. So Daniel Barcina is finally on base, and I say finally because it's the Bruins finally getting on the board in terms of a board on first base.
Now batting, number 41,
really
Tyler Pearson.
To get going. It's a ball on the outside. Two balls, no strikes. And that's going to be a foul ball. Pearson ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Swinging strike from Pearson, make it 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Barcina on first. Bruins have gotten a little bit going offensively here in the 7th, but they are running out of time. Just a couple more innings in this one, in the season opener. Swinging strike once again, and that will retire Tyler Pearson. And that is the 14th strikeout by Beal. What a pitching performance he has turned on here.
Now batting, number 5, Riley Ramsay.
As I mentioned before, this is Milligan's 10th game of the season already, and for BJU, it's their first. Two balls and no strikes.
That was pretty good. I just guessed it was 103 pitches and 102. What do I have to go on? Does I have those stats here?
Back underway here as Beal comes back with a strike. And it's going to be a foul ball. And strike 3 called. So that'll do it for the Bruins in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Bruins still trail 3-1.
Now pitching for the Bruins, number 14, Zach Burke. Now batting number 18, Spano.
Zach Burke will take over on the mound for the Bruins, so that will do it for Henry Wallach's day. He finishes pitching 7 complete innings, allowing 3 runs. Bruins hoping to switch things up here and hopefully, again, from a defensive effort, the team had done fairly well. It's offensively, the Bruins have just not been able to find an answer for Beal, as he, as I mentioned in the last inning, has 14 strikeouts in this game. Burke coming back with a 2-0 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now. And that's going to be a called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Inside. Three balls, 2 strikes now on Spano. Here in the 8th. Swinging strike, and Burke got him. That is 1 out here in the 8th.
Now batting number 11, Hall.
Back underway here, 1 out. In the top of the 8th, Zach Burke on the mound. This one fouled back into the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Swinging strike. Count moves to no balls and 2 strikes. This one popped up to center field. Ramsay is going to have a play on it and is able to secure it for out number 2. 2 outs. And that'll bring Jones to the plate.
Jones.
And the bunt attempt is going to go foul. So that'll be no balls and 1 strike. Inside, a little high as well. One ball, 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike now. Is that one in the dirt? And that's going to be inside and hit him. That'll bring up shortstop Matias. As there's 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Bruins trailing 3-1 against Milligan.
Now batting number 9, Mateus.
Runner goes. Barcina rifles down to second. And a great throw, great feed that time by Daniel Barcina. Unfortunately, just a hair late. So the steal attempt by Jones puts him on second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And Burke has that one go away from him as well. And Coach Rulapaw coming out of the dugout to talk with Burke. And we'll take a short break as well.
Now batting number 5, Fraley.
Milligan has substituted a pinch hitter here, as Fraley will come in, seeing his first at bat. Runners on first and second here in the 8th. Zach Burke continuing his first inning of relief. And that's should be a strike called. And actually they're calling it a ball that time. I thought that one looked right down the middle of the plate. In any case, the double steal is in effect. And runners on second and third now with 2 balls and no strikes. This one outside, make it 3-0. Right down the middle, strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Outside, make it ball 4. That loads the bases. And we're going to have a pinch runner coming in here.
Pinch runner just came in, 28 for 5.
Pinch running number 28, Grable.
Bases loaded. Salcedo up for the Buffaloes, and this one going to get past Barcina. That'll score the runner as all runners advance. Second and third, and a runner scores. That makes it 4-1 here in the 8th. This one fouled off behind home plate. And it'll find its way into the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the 8th. That's going to be a strike 3 called, and that'll bring us to the bottom of the 8th. Our score 4-1. Milligan gets another one. Bruins need to get something going as they trail 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th. We're in the bottom of the 8th here.
Now pitching number 24, Browning.
As Chad Bain
now batting number 1, Chad Bain.
And Browning now in for the Buffaloes. And we got him on the tag, actually, so that will be the out on the strike. Or the strikeout, excuse me.
Now batting number 29, Daniel Wood.
Daniel Wood up now for the Bruins. Chops this one into foul territory. This one roped towards third base. And Sokedo is able to step in front of the line drive, and that's out number 2 here in the 8th. This one right up the middle, and Isaiah Brandt keeps the Bruins inning alive as he's able to single it up the middle.
Now batting, number 36, Colby Hogan.
I might have said Kobe the first time. It's close.
Ball 1 here in the 8th. This one fouled into the third base side of the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. This one ripped towards right field, settling under it to make the play is Jones, and he will be able to secure the pop fly, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 9th. Bruins still trailing 4-1.
Now batting number 8, Morello.
Hey, Tyler, I can tell.
We are in the top of the 9th here at Conestee Park. Zach Burke beginning his 2nd inning of relief. This one hit towards the middle. Conley Burke chops it down over to first in time. And that'll be the first out of the 9th inning. Bruins still trailing 4-1. As again, they were able to even the score in the first to 1-1. But ever since that time, Milligan has been able to get a run here and there as they lead 4-1 in this game. Bruins hoping they can close it out here and then have one more attempt at a rally. As Zach Burke gets ahead in the count, 0-1. one fouled off behind the first base side. That'll be strike 2 now. This one roped down the third base side and foul on the third base side this time. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Burke going to have a tough play on this one. Over to first, not in time. That's going to get past the first baseman, Pearson, and puts the runner aboard here in the 9th. One out.
Batting number 17, Green.
That one low to begin this at bat.
I made that mistake. And then guess what?
Barcina. The throw is late. Still 1-1. Three balls and 1 strike now. 1 out here in the 9th. This one roped. And that actually is going to fall in fair. And so that's going to be a double. And Brandt trying to make his case that he was in foul territory to try to make that play on the ball. But it is going to land in fair territory.
Batting number 18, Spano.
Burke coming back with a strike. This one roped towards the bullpen in left field, and that'll fall foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one fielded cleanly. And a great play at third base that time by Tyler Pearson, as he is able to settle it and make the putout. Or excuse me, that's Daniel Wood.
Now batting number 11, Hall.
Two outs now here in the top of the ninth. Our score 5-1 here at Conestee. Season opener for your BJU Bruins. Bunt on the way, and that will roll foul. This one's skied towards center field. Riley Ramsay drifting to his left, actually being called off by the right fielder, Colby Hogan, and that will do it. So we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Bruins have one more opportunity. They trail 5-1 here at Conestee.
You never know. Last wraps for the Bruins.
Now pitching number 11, Hall.
It'll be 3-4-5 for the Bruins here in the bottom of the ninth. And they want
now batting number 9, Conley Burke.
Conley Burke will start things off here in the bottom of the ninth. He takes the first one ball. Meanwhile, the Buffaloes have again gone to a relief pitcher as Hall comes into the game. Swinging strike, make it 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And strike 3. Burke goes down again on strikes. And a tough day for Conley Burke at the plate. Coming up next is Zach Burke.
Now batting number 14, Zach Burke.
Burke takes that one high and inside. Ball one. Ripping this one towards first base, fielded cleanly. Great play on that side by Spano, and he is able to get the second out of the inning. So Daniel Barcina with 2 outs, trying to keep the Bruins' hopes alive here as they trail 5-1 in this one.
Now batting number 12, Daniel Barcina.
I said in the video, I said he reminds me of his ability to just be competitive, finish, play defense. But he also reminds me of
2 balls, no strikes.
yeah. So honestly, I don't know, man.
This is low and outside. Three balls, no strikes to Barcina. And that's going to be a strike right down the middle of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swinging strike. We got a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Barcina going to call time here. Inside, that's ball 4. So Barcina walks. And that'll bring up Tyler Pearson for the Bruins.
Now batting
Again,
number
trying to keep their
41,
hopes alive.
Tyler Pearson.
Bruins have a pinch runner coming in. This is Nikita Sifonios coming in for the Bruins to pinch run. That one inside. Roping this one into foul territory. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, he saves a lot of games, but sometimes he doesn't know. Low pressure this time. You gotta have his adrenaline go.
Swinging strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Bruins trailing 5-1. This one fouled off down the first base side once again. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swinging strike. And that'll do it. Your final score here from Conestee Park. Milligan
And
able
that
to defeat
is your
BJU
ball game, folks.
Bruins.
Your final score: Milligan College Buffaloes 5, Bob Jones University
score
Bruins
5-1.
1. I want to
Bruins
thank
were
you
able
all
to
for coming to
battle back
tonight's
and tie
game.
it
If you could help us pick up
1-1.
trash and place it in the appropriate containers, we would
the
greatly
Buffaloes
appreciate
able
it.
to
Make sure to follow your
get a
Bruins
run
all
here and
season
there
long
throughout
at
as they were able to
bjubruins.com
hang on
and on social media.
for a
Good night,
5-1
everyone,
victory.
and please travel home safely.
Reminder, coming up tomorrow, we have a doubleheader. Bob Jones University taking on Milligan University. First pitch of Game 2 is underway at 12:30 p.m. and followed by Game 3 of the series roughly at 3 o'clock or 3:30, depending on when the first one gets over. 2 7-inning games. We hope that you'll join us out here at Conestee Park. Free admission for the doubleheader tomorrow, or, of course, you can join us right here on our webcast anytime at bjubruins.com. For all of us here at Conestee, I'm Johnny Gammett saying goodnight. God bless and go Bruins.